Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Dillon. Welcome back to the Pickle panel. Today we got something a little bit different. We got Gedney Zingers. This is a chip style pickle, hot and sweet. So paid $5.49 from Target. It's a 24-ounce jar. Somewhere between probably about 30 and 50 chips in there. I'm not good at the whole how many candies are in the jar, but definitely a fair amount of chips in here. Picked this one up because my girlfriend thought this one was a good idea. And just by looking at the packaging alone, I can see why. A little bit of red. Lots of green here, very contrasty. It's probably good thinking on marketing's term. I know red and green are kind of opposite colors. So definitely a lot of pop here. So in packaging, I'd say I would give this a... Wow, okay. I'm going to go ahead and give this one a 7. We'll give it a 7 on packaging. Something a little bit different, but definitely, again, not, innovative. Looks good though. So next we'll be looking at the brine, and again, remember later we'll be looking at the pickle. Brine gets 3 different categories to be graded on: aroma, clarity, and flavor. And I guess before I even open this, the clarity, you probably can't see, I'll show you with zoom up. Very grainy in there. I'm seeing maybe peppercorn in there, definitely a few chilies in there from the manufacturing process. Okay, so I guess we'll get right into there. Test the aroma. Oh, okay. Oof, this is gonna be a hard one for me. So I don't like sweet pickles. I never have. I remember growing up, my grandma always had them, but this is definitely not a thing for me. Maybe my taste buds have changed, but yikes. Okay, it definitely smells like celery. There's a lot of celery and onion coming through. And it doesn't even smell so sour. The last pickle was really vinegary. Okay. The aroma alone, I would say that's fair. So I'm going to give that a 7 out of 10. That's a fair aroma. Clarity, yeah, not liking what's going on. I have to give it a 4. Again, that's just personal preference. I know some people, they do like having those sediments in there. I just feel like, when it comes to the flavor of the pickle, it's not a consistent flavor. So as you get closer to the bottom of the jar, and I like to sip out of the jar too. I don't like eating the brine as I drink it. And of course, when you get to the bottom of the jar, you have that really heavy saturation of those sediments. So again, a 4 on that clarity. And then we'll give that brine a flavor. Oh, okay. Yikes. It's definitely a sweet pickle, okay? Oh, my flavor has not changed at all. Okay. It's a very interesting combination. Okay, so that celery and onion aroma does not come through so much on the flavor. Yeah, but it tastes like a generic sweet pickle. It does have a little bit of a bite on that hot side. It doesn't linger at all, so on the spice scale, it's probably closer to a 2 out of 10. Flavor-wise, it's pretty sweet. I mean, I'd give it... I'm going to give it a 5 on the flavor. I don't like sweet pickles, but that's not terrible. I can tolerate that. So next we'll go on the pickles. Size, shape, color, texture, crunch, and flavor. So we'll just reach one out. Okay. So just looking at it, all of the sizes of the chips are pretty consistent. I'm kind of dreading eating this. Size-wise, okay. I do like that it's got those wavy cuts in it. That's going to give it some bonus points on the texture if the crunch isn't there. Size, we'll just go ahead and give it a score of 7. That's exactly what the last pickle scored. Shape, yeah, they're all pretty uniform. My dog over here is going a little crazy. Yeah, I guess the shape I'm going to give probably a 7 as well. Color, you can kind of see it as, as it was sitting, there's the outer layers and then a darker inner layer. Gosh, color, there's not really a whole lot to grade when it's cut like this. I do have to say, just by looking at it, the color is less appealing than the previous pickle. I like that kind of bright yellow gradient from the dark green. This one kind of just, has the skin and then the flesh. Color, 5. Not too fascinated by it. Texture, I guess I'll have to bite into it. Texture, flavor, and crunch. So here we go. Oh my gosh, okay, I'm suffering. Okay, so I don't want to take another bite. Texture-wise, again, the waves were really good. I'm going to give that a 6. Crunch. There was a fair amount of crunch. I think with every bite, I had a crunch. So I do really like that. Bonus points on that one. Let's give that crunch a 7. Flavor, terrible. I hate sweet pickles. If you're someone that likes sweet pickles, I think this is good. It's also, now that I'm like a little bit away from eating it, I still have that kind of spice on my tongue, which I like. It wasn't overwhelming. It didn't hit the back of my throat, and I was thinking, oh, this is burning. Ah, jeez. Okay. I'm going to give the flavor a 6. Very biased because I don't like sweet pickles again, but I would give it a much worse grade if I didn't like that spice that was in there. So I'm going to give it a 6. Someone who likes sweet pickles, likes the spiciness, I'm probably going to give it closer to a 7 or 8. I'm not a fan. Pairings and uses for this pickle, I honestly don't know. I don't know what you would eat a sweet pickle with, or if people just like to chew on them like snacks. Maybe a sandwich, if you had the right recipe for a sandwich. Again, just not something I'm big on. Did get good quality points on the packaging though, I do like that. And I guess on the top I didn't even look at this. It says uncommon quality from people who care. And then I like on the top it's got a little like dancing pickle on it, that's kind of fun. So I'll go ahead and tally up these points and then we will get to the final grading. Okay. Alright, so packaging, 7 out of 10. Again, I'm liking the red, I'm liking the contrast. Just as marketed, hot and sweet. Definitely, it's got that sugary taste to it. Maybe it's just because I don't expect that from a pickle. The brine received a score of 16 out of 30. Now that was only one less than the previous sour pickles, which again, I do really like sour pickles. However, that one was kind of too much on the sour side, just in the unpleasant kind of way. So 16 out of 30 on the brine, not terrible. 38 out of 60 on the pickle score, giving an overall score of 61 out of 100. So, it did 1 point better than the sour pickles that I'm used to. So I feel like the scoring system is kind of it's leveling itself out a little bit. It seems to be comparison-wise, even with the bias, it's kind of interesting how seeing them scoring next to each other. So again, those Vlasic pickles from last week scored a 60. These ones are scoring a 61, and I don't even favor sweet pickles. So, kind of just keep plugging along with the scoring system.